Hi there. I'm Professor Bridget Stouffer, and I wanted to take a moment to welcome you to the class. Most students just call me Professor B. You can also call me Prof. I got that nickname a few years ago from the students and it kind of stuck. So you're welcome to it. And I'm really grateful to have you here. I just wanted to take a few minutes and welcome you to the course and help familiarize you with Canvas and do a short walkthrough so you were familiar with where things are located here, as well as where you might turn in your assignments, how to send an email, and those types of things. So sit back, relax, and we'll go ahead and get started. So once you enter the course, you will see the home page welcoming you to your course, whether it's art appreciation or a drawing course or a painting class, whatever it might be. On the side, it will show a to-do of things that are due. And so you can kind of move through the homepage. You'll see announcements and a short biography about me, should you be interested in knowing a little bit more about who I am. The next thing that's going to be most important is how you move through the class, and that's always going to be the modules. At the top, you'll see community resources. This is just something I like to make available for students. This is a lot of different resources that are available to you. Now, you may not need any of them, but especially with COVID and what's happened with the economy, it's possible that you might need something, maybe some free counseling. Perhaps you are food insecure and you could use some food. And so you could go to the pantry or I've had students that have become homeless in the middle of the semester. And so there's certainly housing resources. I have lots of veteran students. And so it's important to kind of know what types of things you have here, but perhaps maybe you're getting ready to graduate and you want to know what your career options are. And so it's not just about the negative things that are available to you, but also some of the positive things and different things that you can get involved in. So don't forget to take a look at this. Now, these things are automatically expanded. So up here at the top where it says collapse all, this can be really convenient. So you just kind of collapse them and then go to the one that you're looking for. This can be really, really nice. So usually when I sign in and I'm looking during the class, you'll notice I always collapse them and then I will go down and look for the one that I am searching for. Especially in a lecture class, the textbook or whatever we're reading is something that's going to be really important for you guys. So you're going to want to take a look at that right away, because this is going to show you what textbook you're going to want to take a look at. We'll pop over to, I forgot, I have to jump out of student view to look at another class. In a studio class, what you'll see are resources for students. And in that you'll see, it's not textbook, but there'll be some readings, some videos and things like that for you guys that will be very helpful for you guys to take a look at as well. But in art appreciation, there is a textbook and this provides the information for you. If you do get the access card, this is the invite link that you need to get access to it. But I don't care what kind you use. I just want you to be able to read in the class. And then we just kind of go down week to week. So I always go down at least to week 2 because typically there's more than one thing. So in an art appreciation class, you'll notice if there's like, it's broken down into what you need to read. If there's some study tools, they'll be available. What we're doing in class. If there's something that you're supposed to do online, it'll have like online above the class session, and then homework. If there's any extra credit, it'll say bonus, and then it'll have that. Bonus obviously is never required. You'll notice here, it tells you how many points it's out of. The bonus assignments are always out of 0 points. So even if you don't turn them in and it says missing, you never have to worry about that because you're losing 0 points out of your grade. If the homework is blank, it means you don't have a homework assignment. Keep in mind, this says 3 points. It's under the class session though. That means that it's something we'll do in class. So you don't have to worry about that because it's something we're working on in class. And if, for instance, notice there's no due date because sometimes we don't have a chance to finish it in class or get to it in class. And so things change. And so it's important to kind of keep in mind that if it shows that it's in the class session, I don't expect anyone to do it ahead of time. Of course, in a studio class, what you'll see is anything that you need to know for the week. So it'll show what we're going to be drawing, if there's a video that you'll be using for the week that I'm asking you to download. Your demo videos, you know, your homework, it's set up very similarly to this. So just kind of keep in mind, it doesn't matter which type of class you're in, I set things up the same way. And each week is similar. So it doesn't matter which week we go into, you'll see each week is set up the same way. If there's something special, like for this week, you'll notice we don't have class. So the week before spring break, I actually give my students an extra day off. And I give you an out of class assignment where, so for art appreciation, you guys will be watching a film that is available for free. And so I let you watch that out of class. So you do it as an out of class assignment instead of an in class assignment. So we don't meet in Zoom that week. For my drawing classes, you guys will end up doing an assignment that you need to do some planning with and you need an extra person for. So you will most likely be more convenient to do on your own time instead of on my time during our class time. So I do that as an out of class assignment. So I make that out of class assignment, which would have been any time during class the week before spring break. That way it just gives you kind of a little bit of extra time off. Usually students are pretty happy about that. The next thing is your grades. Obviously, it's your job to keep track of your grades. They will show up here. I will let you guys know, this is one thing that's really important, is that in Canvas, there's some screwy things that happen with the grades. And it will show up as a 0, even if I haven't graded it yet, once you've submitted it. So unless there's feedback with a 0, it just means it hasn't been graded yet. So never stress if you've submitted an assignment and you see a 0, okay? Because I would never give a student a 0 on an assignment without feedback unless you haven't submitted the assignment, because then you know that you haven't gotten credit because you didn't turn it in. It's important that you read the syllabus. The syllabus is our contract. So all of the course policies are in the syllabus. It is your job to know what they are, and it's your job to follow them. The nice thing about this is all of the due dates, the course calendar is below it here. So keep that in mind. However, the module will tell you what your reading is and things like that as well. So it's important that you go through the class through the module and make sure that you stay on track with the readings and other things like that as well, because those don't have things that you turn in. The calendar here only shows the things that you turn in. The module will show everything. So if you go to the module, it's week by week. It'll show you everything that you have to do that week. But if you want to make sure and double check what you have to turn in, it will show you the date and the actual time that it's due. We meet in Zoom, so you just go to Zoom and you'll click Start. Under Assignments is where you'll turn things in. It's very simple. You just select the assignment. This is for all classes. So for art appreciation, when you go to submit an assignment, you'll come down here. Notice it shows the files permitted. So you can submit it just like it says in your syllabus as a Word document or a PDF. If you try to submit a different type of file, it will not allow you to do it. You also have to agree that it's your own original work, okay? So you can either drag and drop or click and choose your file. So this is a PDF. So I'm just gonna upload this just as a sample. When I click next, it takes me to the next thing. What I meant to do is submit the assignment. So notice how if I don't click this, my submit assignment doesn't show up. So now I can submit what I uploaded. The screen celebrates. It's very clear that something's been uploaded. And if you look at the bottom now, you'll get a preview of what it is that you uploaded. Obviously, this is not a writing assignment, so I would get a 0 in my art appreciation class. And then you'll notice in the art classes, you have to submit your photographs as JPEGs or PDFs. And the reason for that is simply because they don't show up otherwise. And I have to download everything. It takes, 10 times as long to grade. There's not a lot of quizzes, but you take a syllabus quiz, and then you take your midterm in art appreciation. In my studios, you only take the syllabus quiz, which just acknowledges that that you've read it and you'll follow the policies that are there. There are some discussions here. So the welcome discussion is just to introduce yourself. It is for credit in class. And then there's the student helping students. So this is a great place to post some questions and get some help from your fellow students, which can often get your response faster than me, simply because there's, a lot more students available than just me. But I do sign in often. Just like it states in your syllabus, guys, I do ask that you use your inbox here in Canvas to email me. The reason for that is I'm in Canvas a lot more than I'm in Outlook, and so you will get a response a lot faster. It doesn't mean that I don't check my Outlook and you won't get a response, but sometimes it'll take a couple days for you to get a response back from me. So if you come to class and say, did you see my email? Usually my response back is, did you send it in Canvas? Because again, that's what the syllabus states that you should do. Those were all the things that I really wanted to show you in Canvas and make sure that you knew how to use them. Let's leave student view and pop over to one of the drawing classes. Pop back over to student view. Just to make sure everyone gets an idea of what they need to see. The only other thing for my studio classes is the fact that we use the Edmodo. So the invite link is here. So if you just click this and create your Edmodo account, this will be in lieu of me walking around the class to give feedback. This is how I will be able to give you feedback in class. So make sure that you sign up for this. And so you'll see the home page is also your modules. So that kind of shows you how things go. Okay. And you can take a look at the material list, but don't buy anything before we have our first class if you're in one of my drawing classes, okay? Because I like to go over it with students before you make purchases. And that's our welcome. And I can't wait to have you in class. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.